A mishap. My phone wasn't charged. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get the psalm here. Okay. Alrighty. So the psalm is Psalm number 10. So I ask that my words of my mouth and meditation of my heart is acceptable in the sight of the Most High. So here we go. And the psalm today is asking a question. Why do you hide yourself? Who is you? The Most High. Why does the Most High hide? Okay. So verse 1. Why, O Jah, are you standing far away? Okay. Sometimes we may feel this way. Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? Oh, my little tie came off. Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? It's a question. A serious question is being asked. Verse 2, in arrogance, the wicked hotly pursue the poor. Let the wicked be caught in the schemes that the wicked have devised. Verse 3, for the wicked boasts of the desires of the wicked's life. Okay, they want they want their desires. And the one greedy for gain curses and renounces the Most High. Verse 4, in the pride of the wicked's face, the wicked does not seek the Most High. So they're proud of how they look. They're about that material thing, right? In their faces, they're looking at how they look, etc. And their thoughts are there is no Most High. That's in their thoughts. There is no Most High. Verse 5, the wicked's ways prosper at all times, and the judgments are on high, are out of sight. As for the wicked's foes, the wicked puffs at them. The wicked says in their heart, I shall not be moved. Throughout all generations, I shall not meet adversity. Nothing shall, I'm not gonna, meet any trouble. The wicked's mouth is filled with cursing and deceit and oppression. Under the wicked's tongue are mischief and inequity. The wicked sits in ambush in the villages, in hiding places, murdering the innocent. The wicked's eyes steadily catch for the helpless, lurks in ambush as an animal in the thicket, lurking that the wicked may seize the poor, seizing the poor when drawing the poor into this net. The helpless are crushed, sinking down and fall through the wicked's might. He says in his heart, the wicked says in his heart, God has forgotten, God has hidden his face, you will never see it. Okay, this is what the wicked is talking about here. So that's why we have to really have faith and seek for the face of God, because this psalm now is talking about what the wicked is doing, and what the wicked's thoughts are, that there's no God, right? And in verse 12, arise, O Jah, lift up hands, forget not the afflicted. Why does the wicked renounce the Most High and speak in the wicked's heart that the Most High will not call to account? However, in verse 14, the Most High does see. And for the Most High, the Most High is going to take note the mischief and vexation, that the Most High may take it into the Most High hands. So we leave people alone. We just be about love and kindness, okay? Because the Most High is going to take this into the Most High's own hands, and to the Most High, the helpless is going to commit themselves, because the Most High have been the helper of the fatherless, right? And will break the arm and the weapons of the wicked and evildoer. This is where no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and will call the wickedness to account till the Most High doesn't find any more wickedness. So in verse 16, the Most High is king for all time to come, king and queen, and the nations perish from the land. The Most High listens to the desire of the afflicted and will give strength to the afflicted's heart, and listening with the Most High's ear, so that justice is for the fatherless and the oppressed, so that the human beings who is on this earth may strike terror no more. They may stop terrorizing folks. Selah and Selah again. So this psalm is 18 verses, and I went through it pretty fast. However, it is talking about in terms of what the wicked is doing to the righteous and what the wicked is thinking about in terms of the wicked's thoughts. It's the wicked's thoughts is not about the Most High. Like, they fight down anything that is of the Most High, that is love and righteousness, and, escaping with this reason of religion and, Christianity and all of this. That is not what the Most High is in terms of all of that. Those are man-made stuff, right? In terms of the religion and this one and all of that. What the focus should be is about love and mercy and having that for folks. That is how we embody and share the Most High grace and characteristics. We have to do that, and we have to be that. So, the psalm talks about the wicked, and then the wicked is talked about in 11 verses. And then in the 12th verse, that's when the Most High is spoken about in terms of rising up and taking note of what's going on, and will look for the wicked till there's none. That's why righteousness is going to cover the earth as the water cover the sea. So why not just be on the righteous path? And then the psalm ends with the final 3 verses talking about who the Most High is king and king, king of kings. And that the Most High is going to listen to the desire of the afflicted and will make sure that justice is for the fatherless and the oppressed. Excuse me. That is what is a reality. So that man who is of the earth may not oppress anymore, and no further terror is going to happen. So Selah and Selah again as we end the psalm. Psalm 10 today. And Psalm 10 today is, why does the Most High hide the Most High self? The question is asked, and there is an answer, okay? There is an answer to that. So when we look at the, I wanted to look at the word today. Let's see if I can find the word of the day. The word of the day today in the daily word is grace. Grace. So, blessed that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart are acceptable in the sight of the Most High. So we have grace today. As I receive grace, I extend grace to others. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of, Psalm 10 talking about the wicked is speaking that there is no God, and that I feel the reason is because people have gotten away from God in terms of looking at God as church and religion and, Christianity, and God is found in the most humble of places. And we have to tear those barriers down and go to the actual origin of what God is, and that is love. That's love. You know, we always speak that God is love, and yet we are not loving to each other, or we don't extend grace. So in the word today, grace, it speaks of even when I feel unlovable or unworthy, I can never be undeserving of divine grace. Grace is not conditional. I'm always God's beloved, even when I forget or act in ways that belie my divine identity. I remember times when I was forgiven, even when I had caused someone to be hurt. I remember being spared the consequences of some of my more unfortunate decisions. Looking back there, I can see how divine grace supported me, I, in those instances, allowing I to move forward and not be derailed by I mistakes. Others deserve the same grace that has spared me, I, painful outcomes. Today, I will be a bless for ones, forgiving, standing firm in righteousness, and sharing the grace that I have known so many times and in so many ways. So in this word of the day, John chapter 1, verse 16, from the Most High's fullness, I have all received grace upon grace. Even though we don't deserve it, we've received it. We've received it. So yes, I second that. I second that. Grace. So go out there and extend grace. Show grace to ones. So we look at the I'm not going to look at the verse today because let's see, I'm on this phone. I had to charge this phone up. So anyway, thank you for joining this Chant Psalm today. And I will outro with Steel Pulse. Thanks so much. Have a blessed day. We're finished. We can look at Max Lucado. Today is the 5th? Oh. Max Lucado is talking about the divine relationship and looking at Jude chapter 20. But dear friends, use your most happy faith to build yourselves up, speaking to God in the righteous, happy righteousness. Jude 20. So when Jesus talks about prayer, Jesus doesn't present it as an arduous task. Jesus doesn't describe it as a requirement. Jesus doesn't speak that prayer is something you do beautifully so that some divine audience will throw flowers to you. That's not what prayer is. Prayer is the divine relationship that allows us to stand before God and express the deepest concerns of our hearts. So that's why prayer is translated as speaking to God. I communicate to God and I build this divine relationship. Okay? Some folks may not believe, but that's okay. You can still stand in your righteousness and send one's love. So thank you, Max Lucado. This is Walking with the Savior. And that is for today, April 5th, the divine relationship. And this is what exactly this Chant Psalm is about. Building your relationship with the Most High. That's it. Nothing else. Thank you so much.